We are a public high school. We're part of the Douglas County school system. We are within Highlands Ranch High School, so when the students dismiss from Highlands Ranch High School at 2:50, then we start our day at 3:15 to 9 o'clock. And we serve students that are ages 16 to 21, and our students come to school 4 days a week. So we limit our school size for keeping a low student-teacher ratio, and also because of some of the physical constraints that we have here. 95% of our student population must be identified in what's called an at-risk category.
The one constant with all the students who come to Eagle would be the desire to change behavior, change some habits, refocus on their goals.
We want kids who are serious about graduating high school.
And what that means different than in another high school, for example, in our district, is that we might have a different kind of framework through which we operate, and the expectations as far as testing standards and things like that could be different.
They know what they want, it's maybe just the structure wasn't there in a larger school or in a larger classroom.
And then we also have our students are all expected to have a job as well. So the maturity level of our students, once they start working and earning an income, is really, it changes some of their paradigms about what responsibility is as well.
It's not always just going to be you showing up. It's going to be you having this responsibility. And like even right now, I work 2 jobs. I work a full-time and a part-time job. I go to school full-time. I do online classes. I do volunteer work every weekend and all that stuff. Just always having these priorities to work towards what I want.
Attendance is crucial. Just like it is at their job, they have to understand they have to attend school every day, otherwise, you know, they're not going to get fired, but they're going to be one step closer out the door.
It's all about responsibility and really teaching us this is what you have to do, that it's not always going to be easy. You're going to have a load on you, and you know, it's helping us balance out how to handle it.
And a lot of our students, when they come to school, they kind of have figured out that if I don't turn this ship around, I'm probably going to be driving that thing right into a rocky beach somewhere.
At that point, they don't see themselves as successful students. They really have no idea how to navigate any of this past high school.
And they come here and it's kind of a breath of fresh air that they're able to fit in.
I think a lot of it is the aspect of most of the kids here were ostracized from a normal school.
Each one of us, like I know everyone I hang out with was the odd man out.
And the beauty of that is when they come here, they kind of have a unique story, and that helps create the culture where students are maybe more accepting of each other, and they kind of get it, that maybe they can understand how some students maybe weren't able to find their way.
And I think that we definitely are more open here about, you know, like hard, tough situations because we've all experienced them.
And I think it helps us become more of a family than you would see in a general high school with so many kids that you can't all relate to each other, you can't all know each other.
And a lot of times because of simply fitting in and finding purpose again in school, their attendance improves, their desire to learn improves, and they start looking for maybe options beyond high school that were not really even being considered prior to attending Eagle. The discipline and the drama is at a minimum here at Eagle. We do not have students that are, you know, very disrespectful to staff or students.
There's just an atmosphere of the whole school where kids just, it really is just like a giant family.
There are no cliques. There's no us versus them. That's true for teachers and students.
You know, these are the expectations. This is how we behave. You know, you need to, you know, leave those behaviors at the door. Those were for your old school. Those things don't carry on here at Eagle.
It's a place where you can be yourself and not have to be afraid of yourself.
And I think that's why we all fit so well together here, is because, you know, each and every one of us has our own backstory, and we've all been through a lot, and that's why a lot of us are here.
And that helps that culture move forward. A lot of times for students in a very short period of time, they really figure it out and they become more productive.
From the time we get them, and then they start trusting us and trusting that we are here for them. And then they trust themselves, and then all of a sudden they're off.
Is your dad your boss?
Well, the first thing you'll notice is smaller class sizes. That's something we pride ourselves on.
For most of them, they haven't had positive relationships with teachers. I think with the smaller class sizes, they are able to develop those a little easier.
I think they taste success right away, and that's something that they've been longing for. They hadn't seen in a while in a classroom.
What you will see is it's not easy for students to live in the Highlands ghetto. You know, that when there's only 13 or 14 students in a classroom, the teachers are able to kind of move a conversation around and account for all students and make sure they're somehow engaged in the lesson, and that really helps the student feel like they fit in.
A lot of the classes just turn into a giant conversation between everyone, and that's kind of how I feel like we learn more verbally than anything.
So we do a lot of social emotional learning here, which says how to regulate your emotions, how to goal set, things that you would assume a student would have already experienced, but our students haven't.
We also have opportunities that not all kids have. We have one of my classes is a school store class.
So this is our school store, and this class on its own teaches us on how to like run either our own business or be a good manager at a different business.
They research it, they price it.
And it teaches us how to work together as a group and as a family, and like it actually taught us like the value of money because we had to pay to get this section of the school.
So we're not only building them academically, we're also helping them emotionally to reinvent themselves.
Yeah, we have students that have challenges. There's no doubt we have students that have challenges, and not all of them make it. Not all of them get to stay out of the ditches. But we do provide a place where it's a little bit easier to accomplish that. They have a higher support system, and the relationships that they develop with their peers and their teachers really encourage them and help them find the courage to kind of maybe stay on the straight and narrow and accomplish goals that were far beyond their reach before they came here.
And it's completely changed like my future and my aspect on life. And it's given me more motivation and ambition than anything, just knowing that I'm finally going to get a diploma and I just feel respected here.
They are helping each other and most importantly learning to help themselves.
We kind of create that relationship, which is probably the hallmark of the school, and then they attend and magical things happen because they're all capable of learning. Some things just got in the way maybe a little bit and they got off track.
The purpose here is to succeed. It's not to make us feel lesser, it's not to downgrade us, and it's to push us and make us succeed in a smaller personalized level so that we can do it.